Hi, welcome to Driveway Talk. I'm Ron Anderson, your host of Driveway Talk. Lee Turtelot today is our camera person, and today we're down at the World of Wheels, downtown Minneapolis at Convention Center, and we have with us today Jack DeJoy. Hi, Jack. How are you today?
Good trying.
Now, what can you tell us about World of Wheels? How many years have you been doing this?
Well, I've been doing this for probably about 20 years.
20 years. So that's how long World of Wheels has been going?
World of Wheels has been doing in Minneapolis for around 40 years. In fact, this is our 40th anniversary.
Okay. Now, last year you were in St. Paul. This year you're in Minneapolis, and your future looks like you'll be down here every year? Or?
We're going to be down here every year from now on about the same time. It seems like the car owners are more willing to bring their cars out in this type of weather, nicer weather.
Sure, and today it's beautiful. We've had an odd winter. We've had, it was nice in February, and then it was nasty in March and April.
Right.
But it's a beautiful day today, and by the time this show airs, the show will be over, of course. But for 2003, what is the schedule? When is it going to happen next year?
2003 is going to be a week earlier than it is this year, so it'll be about the 12th or 13th, it's somewhere in that area of April.
So next year, 2003, they can look for the World of Wheels on April 12th, 13th area.
Right, okay. Right, in that area.
And this is wonderful. If, geez, we all grew up in the 50s and we never leave it. So here down here, you've got all these 2- and 4-wheel vehicles and state-of-the-art and modern cars and Bears collections, and anything you want is down here, right?
Absolutely anything. And the show is unbelievable. I mean, it just I can't describe it.
I can't
we
either.
We have
phenomenal.
Cars from all over the world, all over the country, all over the world.
Oh, sure.
Motorcycles? We have Minneapolis Custom Cycle is here this year. We have 100 motorcycles, all custom motorcycles. We have the Street Rod Association. We have the Street Machine Association. We have the Camaro Club. We have, in fact, the response for clubs have been just excellent this year.
Sure. Oh, it's wonderful. There's all kinds of vendors set up, anything you need if you want hats or car covers, tires, wheels, anything. You've got beautiful cars, hot rods, street rods, customs. It's all here.
Yeah, practically anything we got it from muscle cars to the new fancy foreign cars with the little hot rod motors and all that stuff. That seems to be the new era coming.
Sure.
And then we have the 50s cars, and we have, in fact, we even have some classic cars. We have some Rolls Royces and big Packards.
Wow.
And
well, we'll have to try and shoot some of this. We're going to do 2 shows here, so this is obviously part 1, and we're here a little bit before the crowd gets in, so
right.
I imagine in about an hour this place will be jamming.
This place will be jamming.
So I just want to thank you and your beautiful wife Joyce for having us down, and you guys work really hard at this, and so.
Well, we appreciate you coming down and doing the show, and I think that it's going to be very, excuse me, it's going to be very interesting for anybody who wants to come down this year, and obviously when this is done, it's going to be, but next year we're going to be on the same date, and we feel that it's going to be as big, if not bigger than it is this year.
Sure. Well, thanks a lot, Jack. We're going to look around now,
appreciate
and we'll see you down the road.
You guys enjoy.
Okay, thank you. Okay, here we are at the World of Wheels, and who are you, sir?
Scott Schneckloth.
Scott?
Schneckloth.
Okay, hi, I'm Ron Anderson with Driveway Talk, and Lee Turtelot is our camera person. And what do we have here? Is this something you built?
Yes, 37 Ford Coupe, and in 1937 they didn't build a 3-window coupe. It was a 5-window, so there's been a lot of metal work done on this car. It's been chopped, the roof's been moved ahead 3 inches, and then longer doors were built.
Wow.
And then we took a 3-inch section out of the middle of the car, hand-built headlights that have been laid back 1.5 inches, all hand-built, all steel interior, hand-built tube chassis, power hood.
Wow. How long does it take to build a car like this?
I think I had about a year in this one.
That's unbelievable. That's a lot of talent there.
Thank you.
Jeez, it's absolutely gorgeous, and it sure deserves a place at World of Wheels here. So is this your profession? Do you do these?
Yeah, I have a shop in northern Iowa.
You do? Oh, what part of Iowa?
Manly, actually, just north of Mason City.
Oh, I see.
Snicks Rod and Custom.
Oh, okay. And so then you do outside work too if somebody wants some custom work done? And,
Yeah, this is all I do is build hot rods.
Yeah. Do you have a big staff? Or?
I have 2 other guys that work for me.
Well, this is beautiful. And you
Thank
do
you.
all your own painting and everything?
Everything.
Wow, this paint, I'm telling you, it's, this must be a lot of paint on this car.
Yeah. We on the top, bottom, everywhere.
What is it, enamel or lacquer or what?
It's a urethane clear coat.
Oh, I see, okay. Well, it's wonderful to talk to you. Are you in any car clubs down here in Iowa? Or?
No, I'm not. Actually, I'm a member of the Minnesota Street Rod
Oh, you are?
Association. Yeah.
Oh, does Iowa have a street rod association?
Not that I'm aware of. They have a lot of local clubs and stuff
they
like
do?
that. Yeah.
Okay, well, let's move on and take a look at your other car you built.
Okay.
Okay, Scott, here we are in front of your other car. Now, you also built this one, right?
That's right.
And what is this?
This is a 40 Ford 2-door sedan. It started off as. We cut 4 inches out of the car behind the door and shortened the car 4 inches.
Mm-hmm.
It's been chopped, angle chopped 3 inches. The back end of the car has been laid forward, curved glass, Mercedes headlights, Fink grill, all hand-built steel interior in this one also. I think there was approximately 2,500 hours in building that interior alone. It's got an Adams hand-built tube chassis and a big block ramjet engine.
How can you can't even arrive at a price like this if you were going to sell it because you have so much time involved.
Yeah, I don't build them to sell. I build them for other people.
Wow. Yeah, how could, if somebody wanted to have you build a car, how could you come to a price?
You don't. It's built by the hour.
It is?
Yes,
Oh,
shop rate hour.
wow.
There's no way you could estimate a
That's
car
really
like this.
gorgeous. I love the reverse doors on it. Well, geez, thanks very much for talking with us on Driveway Talk, and we're going to bum around here. And before the people come in, it's going to be a madhouse here. So,
Yeah.
I just want to thank you, Scott, for
Thank you.
being on Driveway Talk.
You
and
bet.
We'll see you all down the road. Okay, well, we've moved down the line here, and who are you, sir?
Ted Dimitri.
Ted, hi, I'm Ron Anderson with
you
Driveway
doing?
Talk. Hi. And Lee Turtelot is our camera person today. Now,
Okay.
what kind of car do you have?
I got a 33 Ford Victoria, and it's got a removable hardtop.
Oh, good.
Yeah, so I call it a Vixter. You know, a
Oh.
Victoria and a Roadster.
Sure.
Vixter.
Did you do this or
Yeah.
some of it?
No, I built the whole car.
Or? Wow.
Yeah.
Absolutely gorgeous.
I had a help from a lot of other
Sure.
people, but I have 2 collision shops. So,
You guys got a lot of talent down here. I mean, we look at these cars and people just don't know what goes into this, the time and the
Oh,
money
man.
and everything, and the sacrifices you make. And,
yeah,
uh,
lots of sacrifices.
It's gorgeous.
Yeah.
Where are you from?
Detroit, Michigan.
Oh, and so you come down here to Minneapolis to the World of Wheel Show?
Well, we've been on everybody up and down this aisle has been in a show tour.
Oh, I see.
And they're competing against points.
Sure.
And this is the last show of the season. There was
Oh, yeah.
16 shows. Pretty much me and the person next to me, Ron Bryce, we were the only ones that went to 16 shows.
Wow.
And that was 4 months straight of every week
Wow.
in a different city, from Portland, Oregon, to Boston, to Winnipeg, to Houston, and everywhere in
I
between.
never realized that. I'm glad you brought that up.
Yeah, it's very competitive.
Yeah. We'll have to try and interview Ron over there.
Yeah.
Now, are you any car clubs back home?
Yeah, as a matter of fact, I'm in 2 car clubs. I'm in Classic Cadillacs and CCRA. That's another Cadillac base auto show.
Oh.
Or not, it's a car club.
Do you have a Cadillac? Or?
No, I live in Cadillac, Michigan. Well, as a matter of fact, I do have a Cadillac. I got a brand new Cadillac.
Oh, well, then, okay. Then that's
One of
good.
them Cadillac pickups.
What kind of engine's in here?
It's a ZZ3 350 tune port fuel injection with high rise. It has twin superchargers, one on each side. Those are Ford Paxton superchargers on a Chevy 350. So all the tubes, the brackets and everything's all handmade. The valve covers are all handmade. It has its own insignia. If you look at the center caps on the wheels, it has its own design. If you look at the door panel has the insignia molded right in. The whole face is all part of the scheme of the interior. The interior is all handmade.
Gorgeous. Look at the
the-
chrome underneath.
The park light and the tail light systems are all digitized. That took 4 years to make.
Wow.
There's a picture of it with the top off.
I don't think our camera can pick that up, but
Yeah.
it's a neat looking car. I'm telling you, this is something.
It took 4 years to build. 2 solid years.
Sure.
A lot of handmade pieces. It has a special ring that opens up the door. You slide it across and it pops the door open.
Is this all steel?
Half and half. Half steel,
okay.
half fiberglass.
Oh, well, it's a wonderful looking car, and we just wanted to talk to you a minute about it, and I just want to thank
Okay.
you, Ted, for being on
Thanks a
Driveway
lot.
Talk. You
Thank
bet.
you.
We'll see you down the road, buddy.
Okay, see you later.
Okay, moving down the line, who are you, sir?
I'm Ron, and this is my wife, Marlene Bryce.
Okay, and I'm Ron Anderson with Driveway Talk, and our camera person today is Lee Turtelot. Where are you folks from?
We're from Branson, Missouri.
Branson. And what kind of car do you have there?
We have a 1934 Ford. We call it a Phantom because it's a body style that Henry Ford never produced.
Oh, wow. Beautiful. Now, you're on this circuit here that's traveling around? We talked to Ted, and he
Yes.
said that you've done
Yes.
16 shows?
Yes, we have.
Wow. How much time do you need to do 16 shows?
You answer that.
4 months. We left home the 30th of December, and we haven't been back.
19.
And this is the final show, so we get to go home next week.
Wow. And you live out of motels for 4 months?
Yeah, that's correct. Lots of motel rooms, no fights.
Wow,
We did
that's
pretty
great.
good.
19,600 miles.
Wow, that's unbelievable. It's a beautiful car. What do you got there for a power plant?
That's Chevy's new 350 Ramjet Marine engine.
And what kind of tranny in it?
It's a 700 R4.
Oh, okay. And boy, did you do most of the work? Or?
Not on this car. This car, we started with 2 cars. We cut a 2-door sedan and a 5-window coupe apart, put them back together in this body style that Henry Ford never made. Built the rear door, filled the roof and put a sunroof in. And I hired a professional crew to do it because the body work was much more above my abilities.
And so there's many people involved in it.
Yes,
Wow.
11 and a half years. We drove it for 10 years before we rebuilt it for show.
Wow. Are you in any car clubs in Branson?
We were in one car club, but it kind of disbanded. There's nothing left now.
Well, when you get back, you can start another one.
There we go.
So, I've never been to Branson. I've always wanted to get down there.
Oh, you got to get there. It's really fun.
what
Fun
I
place.
hope our house is still there.
Well, why wouldn't it be?
I don't know.
Okay. Well, this is great. Is this the only car you have?
Well, we have a couple of just regular driver cars,
Sure.
like going for groceries and things of that nature, and a tow car. And
Well, one's
Stuff.
enough.
Yeah.
I mean, that's enough expense and problems,
Yeah,
and
yeah.
takes up your time. And
Yeah.
but this is great. I mean, how did you get involved in this?
in this particular car,
Yeah.
this car was originally drawn by Tom Taylor, who does a lot of Hot Wheels
Sure.
designs, and he drew this car in the December 1983 issue of Street Rodder magazine
Great.
as a car that Henry Ford should have built.
Sure.
So what we did is we took the concept with the street rod shop. That we had another street rod at the time, and I like deliveries. I'm a sucker
Mm-hmm. I
for
do too. I
commercials.
like them.
So we decided to build the car, and here we are.
Wow, that's great. Well, thank you, folks, for being on Driveway Talk, and
Thank you.
have a great trip back to
Thank you.
Branson.
Thank you.
and
Look
forward
God
to
bless
getting your
you.
tape.
Thank you.
Oh yeah. Thank you, folks, and we'll see you down the road.
All right.
Bye.
Okay, here we are, sir. Who are you?
I'm Buddy Schultz.
Hi, I'm Ron Anderson with Driveway Talk. Lee
Nice to meet
Turtelot is our cameraman. It's nice to meet you, sir. What do you have here?
It's a Pro Mod, 52 Chevrolet Pro Mod car.
52 Chevy. I would have never recognized that. I had
This
a
is
52.
Kind of a
But
small modification, maybe.
Small modification. Mine did not look like this. Wow. How many years did it take you to build this?
About a year and a half. About a year and a half of building.
Did you have a crew helping you, or?
Yeah, a chassis builder out of Houston built the chassis, and then a couple of the guys' paint shop down there did the paint work.
Are you from Houston?
Yeah, about 70 miles northwest of Houston.
Oh, you are. Oh, okay.
Little town called Washington.
Oh, sure, sure.
Yeah.
I've never been there, but I lived in San Antonio for about a year and been down to Dallas a lot and Fort Worth. And,
Well, then you probably know it's Washington on the Brazos, so you know what a Brazos is.
in fact, I used to go down to the Pate Car Show down at the Speedway in old Granbury, Texas, a lot. But anyway, what do you have here? Can you tell us a little about your car?
Well, it's an all-glass car, and the alcohol motor, it's a 2,400 horsepower motor, and the car runs in excess speeds of around 225, 228, quarter mile.
Wow, that's breathtaking.
Yeah.
So, have you run this car? Is it strictly for show?
It's been about a year and a half since I run it. We been showing the car for the last year and a half and trying to get 2 years of show in, and that's all they allow you to win 2 years in a row.
Oh,
So,
they do.
yeah.
Wow.
So we got our 2 in, so now we're going to try to do something different.
Unbelievable. It's just, it's awesome. The average person can't appreciate time and work and money that goes into these things, can they?
Oh, no, it takes a lot of time and a lot of money.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you're on this circuit also that goes around?
Right. Yeah, we've done 13 shows this year.
13 out of 16. Well, that's a lot.
And then I've done 2 for somebody else, too, so I've got 15 altogether this year.
So you've been traveling around since what, Christmas?
Yeah, about Christmas time we left home right at 1st of January, and we've probably been in and out of there, but I've been gone from the house now for, I guess, from home for about 2 months.
Wow.
So,
Well, I want to thank you, buddy, for
I appreciate you.
Driveway Talk, and I'm telling you, this is thank you for coming to Minneapolis and being in the showdown.
we appreciate it. We appreciate it. I'm glad to do it.
Wonderful. Thank you, and we'll see you down the road.
All right, thank you.
Okay, hello, folks. I'm Ron Anderson with Driveway Talk. Lee Turtelot is our camera person today. Who are you?
I'm Fran Stady.
Hi, Fran. Who are you?
Terry Stady.
Hi. These are good friends of mine. Okay, so you're running the MSRA booth today,
Yes, we are.
and what are you here for?
We're going to be handing out literature so that people can join and find out what MSR is about.
Uh-huh. And so anybody that wants to join the Minnesota Street Rod Association,
Yes.
then they come up to you and they make application, and they can find out what MSRA is all about, and if they
Right.
want to build a car or they have a car to join a club, then this is a source that they can go through, right?
Yep.
Yes.
So this is volunteer.
Yes.
Yes, it is.
So how long do you work here today?
11 to 2 today.
Oh, and then somebody else sits here?
Somebody else comes in and fills in for the rest of the day.
Okay. Well, that's great. Well, we just wanted to say hi and put you on Driveway Talk.
Well, thank you.
Okay, thanks.
So we'll see you at the dance tonight.
Okay.
See you down the road. I think we're going to play a little music for you folks. So sit back and enjoy the cars and enjoy the music. And Lee and I will be back with you shortly. Okay, here we've moved down in front of the KQ booth here, and I know you. Why don't you introduce yourself for the folks?
Mike Elfand from KQRS.
And you're also known as Stretch.
Stretch, yes.
And I'm Ron Anderson with Driveway Talk.
Ron.
I'm happy to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
I know you, but you don't know me. I've been listening to you for a long, long time. And a lot of people hear you on the radio, but they never get to see you or Terry. So I'm glad we got a chance to talk to you. And you're down here at the World of Wheels looking at all these old cars, and you've got your booth set up for any people that want questions about KQ or
Yep.
want to get to know you.
Right.
Well, this is great. Do you like old cars?
Oh, I love old cars. I've driven many of them. Not maybe classic old cars like these, but when you're a kid and you're growing up in the '60s and the '70s, it's cars are part of your life. And more so than I think are today with kids.
I agree.
And my first car was a Chevelle, Chevy Chevelle, and it must have been about a 1963 or so. And I drove that car until one day I was taking a right turn and the steering wheel came off in my hand. So I decided I didn't like Chevys anymore.
Yeah.
Of course, that car was a hand-me-down, so I didn't have much to complain about.
Sure.
But yeah, so I remember all the cars I've driven and all the cars my parents have driven, and yeah.
Do you have an old car now?
I have no, I don't. I was driving a Taurus wagon, and I put about 170,000 miles on it. And at the end, I had just enough left in there to roll it downhill to the Courage Center and sign it over to them.
Yeah, and take a tax deduction.
And take a tax deduction.
Sure, that's the best way to do it.
Yep.
Well, Stretch, we just wanted to say hi to you. I've listened to you for so long, and
Appreciate it.
You've got a great show, and